Coming to you live from the MediaPlex in downtown Windsor, this is a presentation of St. Clair College Journalism.
It's Friday morning, so you know what that means. It's time for Friday Live. Good morning, everybody. I'm your host, Albert Sharp, bringing you the inside scoop on today's latest news. On Tuesday morning, a vehicle fire in the basement of West Coast Place forced the evacuation of over 200 residents. These tenants have been offered shelter at the WFCU Center until they can return home. Investigations into the cause of the fire and the extent of the damages are still ongoing. But now, local law firm Strasburg Sasso Suits is filing a class action lawsuit against the building's owner on behalf of the tenants. The law firm states that this displacement has resulted in difficulty for those living in the building who cannot access their belongings or vehicles. Businesses that operate out of Westcourt have been unable to go into work, and it is unclear at this time when exactly Westcourt residents will be allowed back inside. Wow. Now, emergencies can happen, and even if it's not a fire, it can be an OD. And Miranda Monahan is here with the report.
11 recent overdoses, including 5 from opioid use, has caught the attention of the Windsor-Essex County Health Unit. The health unit collects data on opioid overdoses from hospital emergency departments. This data is reported by the Ministry of Health and Long-Term Care on a weekly basis. Information from paramedics can also be used to determine whether the overdose happened and add context to the situation. According to Medical Officer of Health, Dr. Wajid Ahmed, the health unit uses statistical methods to identify days with a higher than expected number of overdose cases being reported. The primary method used is called statistical process control.
The system that we have developed, it triggers us if there is any deviation or changes in what is the expected number of opioid-related calls that these our healthcare provider receive.
If you or someone you know is experiencing a substance-related crisis, contact the local crisis line at 519-973-4434, call 911, or go to your closest hospital emergency department. For MediaPlex News, I'm Miranda Monahan.
Now, on a lighter note, on Tuesday, the wide world of online streaming services just got even wider with the launch of Disney Plus. Now, Disney Plus is a service dedicated to the streaming of content from Disney, Pixar, National Geographic, Marvel, Star Wars, and recently acquired Fox properties such as The Simpsons. It is reported that in the first 24 hours of the service being live, over 10 million users subscribed to the service. This includes users who have received the service for free for the first year through promotion with Verizon Wireless. Disney Plus now has more subscribers than HBO Now, CBS All Access, Showtime, ESPN Plus, and more. Disney currently estimates that by 2024, the service will grow to bolster 60 to 90 million subscribers, bested only by Netflix.
That's crazy.
It's insane. I mean, probably half my friend group has Disney Plus by now.
You never have too much Disney, man, in your life.
Oh yeah.
If they have The Simpsons on there, I'm down.
Oh yeah, like back to season 1. But
still down.
Honestly, Disney Plus is what I've been using to get away from the disgusting weather out there. Zach, what do we got on that?
Hey, Albert and Christian.
What's up,
Hey,
Zach?
guys, it's Friday, also known as the gateway to the weekend. I don't know what you guys got planned on this weekend.
Sleep.
Nothing.
But prepare to be bundled up. Currently, we are sitting at -2 with an overcast sky. Now let's dive right on in for that 3-day forecast. Today, we are looking at a high of +2 Celsius with a mix of sun and clouds. Saturday, a high of 1 with a mix of sun and clouds. And Sunday, a balmy high of 4 with sun, no clouds required. That's a look at the 3-day forecast. Stay tuned for Gorilla Sign Language, Florida Man, and twerking on your favorite segment, Weird News. That's coming up at the bottom of the show. I'm Zach. So stay tuned. Back to you, Albert.
If 4 degrees is the best we're looking at,
Yeah.
I'm staying inside.
Yeah, for real. That sounds cold.
But not everyone can stay outside.
It's better than -2.
Speaking of people who are outside, though, sports still go on.
Yes,
What do you
sir.
got, Christian?
Well, thank you, Albert. What's poppin', you beautiful people? Let's tee up and swing right into the sports. It's been a long week with no games. Good news is we're back at home this weekend, so come and support your Saints as they get right back into action. The men and women's basketball teams take on Salt Cougars both Saturday and Sunday. Barkley is coming back from a high ankle sprain and hasn't looked the same since. This is affecting him in his pass protection as he struggles to anchor with his usual power. It will be crucial for Barkley to heal up this week during the bye. New York's next opponent, the Chicago Bears, own the league's fifth best defense according to DVOA. Sorry about that. They'll be itching to take advantage by bringing blitzers at Barkley. I don't know what he's going to do. Hockey legend Bobby Orr appeared on Boston radio station WEEI on Thursday and didn't mince words with his reaction to the recent firing of Don Cherry. Orr, who was coached by Cherry with the Boston Bruins, said, "What they've done to him up there is disgraceful. It really is." If you're viewing our content, though, on YouTube and have any comments on the whole Don Cherry firing, please feel free to let us know.
Also, check out Facebook and Twitter.
Yes, definitely.
And send your comments to YouTube and all our social media, and Christian will read them on the air.
Maybe.
No promises.
Depending what language is used.
Yes, we'd love to know what you guys think, though. Skating on forward, last night the Arizona Coyotes took on the Minnesota Wilds and lost with a final score of 2-3. Also, the New York Rangers took on Tampa Bay Lightnings and got absolutely destroyed, mateys. The Lightnings took the victory royale with a final score of 3-9. Hopefully the Rangers have a comeback season on their horizon. It ain't over until it's over, people. The defending champion Toronto Raptors lost Kawhi Leonard and Danny Green to free agencies over the summer. Then saw starter Kyle Lowry and key reserve Serge Ibaka go down with injury in the same game last Friday. That's half the NBA players who saw the floor in Toronto, Game 6 of the NBA Finals. That's where they won last year. You know what I'm saying? But the Raptors just keep on winning, a testament to their drafting and player development. Remember, they were the first team to ever win without a top 14 draft pick on its roster. And as 4 players exited, 4 more emerged. And also, since Don Cherry is retiring or whatever, I wonder if you'd be interested in selling me some of his suits.
Please wear one of his suits on MediaPlex broadcast. Please do it.
I'd be absolutely honored.
You'd probably wear it better than he did.
Well, for now, it's your boy Christian Standard, and that's all that's popping in the sports world.
We're talking Until Dawn, Demi Lovato, and more this Friday Live. But first, we're here with our friend Danielle Haddad for her 3 Minutes With.
To start, run, and grow a business is not an easy thing to accomplish. But Christopher Pressey, graphic designer for 20 years and one of the presidents of the Accelerator, has been able to do so successfully. Thank you for being here today, Chris.
Thanks for having me.
So what was the concept behind the Accelerator?
Well, the Accelerator was started in 2011. It was originally a spinoff from the Downtown Windsor BIA, and they wanted to create a business incubator. And from there, over the past 8 years now, we've grown and evolved it into not only a business incubator that can help startups and small businesses create their own futures, but we're also incorporating arts and manufacturing aspects as well, because Windsor is not just a town built on traditional business. It's a city of creators and makers, so we want to bring all of those together so that the artists of this region have a place to not only create their art, but to learn how to monetize that. And the tinkerers in their garage who have an idea for a product could have a place to actually build and refine their prototypes and wrap all that in business training and bring all of those people together to start collaborating on new projects.
And what makes the Accelerator unique?
I think it's the ecosystem that we've developed. It's not just a come here, do your work, and work in a silo. You're around other entrepreneurs who are risking everything that they have to create their futures too. So there's a lot of idea sharing, there's a lot of mutual support, and we also provide mentorship and the things that you would expect from a business incubator with programming and access to funding resources and things like that. But I think what really makes us unique is that ecosystem of true collaboration.
And how has the Accelerator made an impact on the community?
What our entrepreneurs do is amazing. Since 2011, every year we survey our entrepreneurs at the end of the year on some financial data and some economic metrics. How much money did you earn? How many people did you employ? How many contracts do you have? And what we found is that since 2011, our entrepreneurs have created more than 1,500 jobs in this city and made an economic impact total of more than $20 million.
Wow. And so can you walk us through a typical day at the accelerator?
I don't think there's a typical day because everything's constantly changing. You never know. The entrepreneurs are they're not a 9-to-5 crowd all the time. So some days there'll be 5 people in the building. Some days there'll be 100 people in the building. So every day is very unique. But I think generally people are there to work. They're not there to socialize all day long. It's come in, get your work done, and then you're, like I said before, you're around people who are doing the same thing. So there's always someone you can bounce an idea off of. There's always someone who's perhaps been through a challenge that you're going through now and can give you some guidance, or maybe you can help somebody else through a challenge. So every day is very unique.
Thank you so much for being here today. And
thanks so much.
My name is Danielle Haddad, and we've just spent 3 minutes with Chris Pressey.
Thank you, Dunya. Now that's what's going on here in Windsor, but what's up in Windsor? Now to Felly Phillip here. I hear you know what's up.
What's up, Windsor? Coming up this weekend on November 16th, the River Lights Winter Festival opening night is back in Amherstburg. The event includes outdoor holiday movie, supersonic 5K run or walk, municipal tree lighting, opening of the gingerbread warming house, followed by fireworks. It is a perfect event for all ages and the entrance is free. Also this Saturday, Kingsville is hosting the Christmas and Craft Show. You can now start your Christmas shopping at Christmas and Craft Show, which is located at the Canadian Transportation Museum. The perfect place to find stocking stuffers, decoration, and more. Enjoy a breakfast buffet at the 50s Diner until 11:30 a.m., followed by the lunch combos till 2 p.m. The event starts at 9 a.m. till 3 p.m. Tickets at the entry are $3 unless you're 12 years old and under. There is also another event happening in the Dieppe Room at the St. Clair Center for the Arts for a clothing swap. This event is hosted by 3 PR students from the MediaPlex. The event starts at 10:30 a.m. till 1 p.m. and you can come in with gently used clothes and leave with other gently used clothes. It would be a fun experience and it's for a good cause, so don't forget to support our girls. And on Sunday, November 17th, the Riverside Sportsman Club is hosting the Christmas Holiday Bazaar. Come check out the 30 vendors, small business owners, direct sales reps, along with the unique local artisans being showcased to help to get your holidays off to a great start. They promise they have something for everyone: crafts, health, beauty, baked goods, jewelry, home goods. So make sure you don't miss out. The event starts at 9 a.m. till 3 p.m. I'm Nefeli Phillip, and this is What's Up Windsor.
You know what? With all that stuff going on, I might actually leave the house for once. You know, it's really cool how some people can actually become huge from the things they started here in Windsor. I know our producer Brett has someone in mind when he thinks about that, and he actually talked about it on his Shape Radio podcast.
I guess next on our list, I'll talk about an inspiration of mine. Richie Hutton, who goes by a bunch of aliases: Plastic Man, Fuse, Concept 1, Forcept 1, Circuit Breaker, Robot Man, Chrome, Spark, Xenon, RHX, Jackmaster, Richard Michaels, and Up. And those are just his solo projects. He was born in Banbury, Oxfordshire, England, and moved to LaSalle, Ontario at the age of 9, where his father worked as a robotics technician at General Motors in Windsor, and went to Sandwich West Public School. As he got older, he went to Sandwich Secondary, just like myself. During the late 80s and early 90s, when disco had died and turned into house music, and house music was making its way from Chicago to Detroit with more psychedelic and mechanical sounds that reflected the post-industrial Detroit, a sound that was innovated by the Belleville Three: Juan Atkins, Kevin Saunderson, Derek May, and I could talk about techno and Richie Hutton and the wizard Jeff Mills that would take years of talking, so I'll just stick to Richie. Richie started DJing in Detroit at the age of 17, playing at the Shelter, as well as playing his own parties here in Windsor, which gained so much popularity, people lined out the doors and would even tell the door lady, "I'm Richie's cousin," to which the door lady would reply, "Well, I'm his mom." Richie moved from Windsor to New York for a bit before moving to Berlin, where he permanently resides. However, he still comes home every once in a while, but he keeps a low profile, really only staying at his parents' or with his brother, who currently resides in Walkerville, or where he also owns a studio. Richie is a huge innovator, with one of his latest projects being a technology company called Play Differently that released a DJ mixer called the Model 1, which was designed by Andy Rigby Jones, who was the former lead designer at Allen & Heath, a mixer which costs around $5,000 after taxes. He's also a huge fan of sake, Japanese rice vodka, where he owns a company for it called Enter Sake. And if that doesn't inspire you, he's a University of Windsor dropout, but still has got an honorary doctorate from the University of Huddersfield for his outstanding contribution to the world of music technology, and he got it from none other than acting legend Sir Patrick Stewart. I know if that happened to me, I'd be shouting, "Mom, I made it," from the rooftops for forever. Well, yeah, he's a huge inspiration of mine. Maybe I should talk to him. Maybe I'll launch my own career. Well, that's it for this week. I'm Britt Blake, and you're listening to Shape Radio. See you next week.
Thank you, Brett. Now that's pretty cool that he can go big and move to Germany. And let me just say that your podcast is really shaping up to be something pretty nice. But now who's going big in Hollywood? Savannah probably knows.
This is V-Talk, bringing you the hottest from Hollywood. Let's get right into it. Demi Lovato has made an Instagram official with Austin Wilson. Wilson is a model from Los Angeles. Vampire Diaries actress Nina Dobrev was accompanied with BFF Julianne Ho to hospital after an alleged anaphylactic attack Sunday night. She told Instagram followers later on that it is pretty routine for her because her allergies are bad, and depending on the severity, she goes into anaphylactic shock. A Friends reunion has pivoted into the works of an HBO special. It is only hearsay, and sources told The Hollywood Reporter it is far from complete. However, we will be waiting patiently on our couches for this unscripted reunion special that would feature Jennifer Aniston, Courtney Cox, Lisa Kudrow, Matt LeBlanc, Matthew Perry, and David Schwimmer. Ever wondered if Billie Eilish's first name is actually Billie? Well, it is, but Eilish is only part of the pop star's full name, with her full legal name being Billie Eilish Parrott Baird O'Connell. Yep, her first name is Billie, but her second name is Pirate. Ahoy! And now that we're done sinking Billie's ship, let's end our favorite part of my segment, where I talk about what Justin Bieber did this week, obviously. Justin and Haley had a family date night as the couple and both sides of their parents enjoyed burgers at Black Star Burger in West Hollywood this Tuesday. Tuesday was a grand opening of the restaurant. It was a full house, and Justin went on stage simply to announce he could not wait to eat a dank burger with his wife Haley. I'm Vanna. This has been V-Talk, bringing you the hottest from Hollywood.
Now things can be pretty crazy in Hollywood, but not as crazy as Tristan's brain. What do you have for us today, Tristan?
Welcome to Impulse, the show with no description because the topics are whatever comes to mind. I'm Tristan Zuderveen. Today, we're exposing the true meaning behind Until Dawn, a 2015 interactive drama survival video game that plays out very much like a horror movie, complete with romance, teen drama, a psycho in the lodge, and a cannibalistic Wendigo in the woods. The game emphasizes the butterfly effect heavily. Make the right choices and the characters survive. Most of them, anyway. Halfway through the game, the masked psycho is revealed to be one of the teenagers, Josh, who wants revenge on his friends that pulled the prank that cost him his sisters 1 year ago. Clues throughout the chapters reveal that he has been treated for psychological problems for 9 years, taking medications such as fluoxetine, duloxetine, amitriptyline, and phenelzine. So he's taking meds for it. What's the problem? Well, all of these medications are antidepressants, designed to treat a decrease in the production of serotonin. Josh's symptoms consist of visual and auditory hallucinations of his dead sisters, delusions of grandeur, amusement, and abandonment, speech deterioration to the point of incoherent mumbling, social withdrawal. Combined, his conditions appear to be schizophrenia, trouble distinguishing reality from fantasy, and difficulty managing normal emotions linked to the overactivity of dopamine in the brain. This means that while Josh has gotten help, it's done nothing because he's being treated for the wrong thing. His disorder does not excuse his actions, but does he deserve to die? The game has only 2 possible endings for him. He is killed in the mines, his head crushed by a Wendigo, or he becomes a Wendigo himself and is cursed to live forever as a starving creature. No matter what choices you as the player make, you can't save Joshua Washington. And that is what Until Dawn has hidden behind the butterfly's wings. In a game all about choice, Josh is never given one. He had no say in his treatments or his diagnosis. He was unconscious when his friends pulled the prank that drove his sisters into the woods. Josh is a victim, left helpless in the clutches of psychological disorder, the game's true antagonist. Sometimes, not everyone can have a happy ending. By the way, without the filter, if you attempt a bank robbery, you won't have any trouble with rent and food for the next 10 years, whether you're successful or not.
Facts.
You know, I never know what to expect from you, other than maybe staying up until dawn watching stuff on Disney Plus.
More facts. More facts.
Not wrong.
But I especially know what's going to go on in weird news.
Hey everybody, I'm back with some weird news, and yes, your favorite segment, Florida Man. There's so much weirdness this Friday, so let's dive on in. This story comes from the Miami Zoo. According to Midday.com, a gorilla was spotted using sign language to tell onlookers not to give him food. Based at the Miami Zoo, the gorilla was using his hand and head to make funny gestures. I love how when they warn you not to feed them, they actually warn you. But when they throw their poop at you, it's a complete surprise. I mean, any takes? Any thoughts?
I mean, if you're not going to feed the gorilla, can you feed me? I'm hungry.
For real, though.
When are you not?
I'm always hungry.
All right. Ready or not? Florida Man.
Florida Man does whatever a Florida man can.
Look out. Here comes the Florida Man.
Look out indeed.
Well done, guys. This story from thecannabis.com, a 27-year-old Volusia County man is accused of shining a laser into the eyes of other drivers and possession of narcotic paraphernalia. During a strip search at the local jail, marijuana fell out of the suspect's rectum. The suspect, Jesse Ropek, is currently being held without bond. If the weed just fell out, I really don't want to know how far they had to go in for the laser.
Oh my god. Probably. Oh man. Who knows?
I don't even want to try to picture it. I'm. What?
Where do you get this stuff from, Zach?
I get it from the internet, the weird palace of the internet.
It's a magical place.
Terrifying place.
Alrighty, I have saved the best for last. Are you guys ready for this one?
Never. Not even once.
I've been waiting for this.
It's time to shake what your mama gave you. TMZ reports a Nashville woman went viral after a video showed her twerking on top of a moving car. She ended up getting busted for busting a move. The suspect, Miss Selland, explained she and other drivers were stuck in traffic waiting for a train to go by when she decided to put on a show for other commuters. If you have twerked in traffic and want to send it to us, send it to Albert Sharp.
Please do not. No. Do not send me that.
You can send it to me, I don't care.
I'm impressed
Or Christian, you can send it to either one of these two.
No, send it to Christian. I do not want it.
I'm impressed you didn't fall and bust a bone.
Oh, hello. There we go, Tristan. If you, anything to be the next Cardi B. Okay. Well, that's enough weirdness for this week. I'm Zachary Balog. Oh, random fact: Steve Buscemi is still alive. Who knew? Back to you, Albert.
Go ahead, Albert.
No, that's it for this week. I'm your host, Albert Sharp, and this was Friday Live. Friday Live is a student-run St. Clair College production, and today we had contributions from producer Brett Blake, as well as Miranda Monahan, Zachary Balog, Christian Standard, Danielle Haddad, Nefeli Phillip, Savannah Mills, Tristan Zuderveen, and I'm your host, Albert Sharp. Have a good weekend, everyone.
Thank you, Albert.
Thank you, Albert.